Trundle's a pretty good matchup into Ornn. He's one of the classic counters. The only problem that you would run into is whenever you go into the mid game. Ornn has a team fighting advantage, whereas Trundle has the split advantage, so you need to definitely prioritize hitting the turrets when it comes to later. As it goes for the laning phase, whenever your E is up, that's going to be your time to trade. Ornn isn't able to get away from that E because he needs to use his E as an escape. So you usually want to angle it left or right, but that's what we're playing for. A little bit of build up some poke and then all in him eventually. So level 1. You need to use your Q onto the Ornn. Auto attacks on the wave, abilities onto the champion. And if you get that chomp, you can always dip into the bush to drop the aggro. Even if you're taking some damage right here too, it's going to be fine. On the level 2, you're going to have advantage, but you definitely want to be using your Q to poke. And then the Q auto. Once his bone plating is procced, that's why we want to use that Q early to start, get that going, so then on second Q, we can use it again. It's okay though. That trade's going wrong is where it's losing us a lot of time. We need to kill 1, 2, 3, 4 of these minions to hit level 2. Once you're level 2, then you can do the big trades that you're looking for. That's why it feels so awkward doing this back and forth. If Ornn gets these grass procs off his Q as well, then he's feeling a lot better than you are. Since we're running probably lethal tempo, if I had to guess. Alrighty. Keep hitting the minions. Keep hitting them. Don't be scared. W. And then you want to do an auto attack into the Q as it resets the auto attack. And then auto, get hit by the W, auto, Q, schmack, 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 schmack. Nice. Alrighty, so now that you have him chunked, he's not going to give you a free kill. So in the meanwhile, the next minion wave is coming in. You can always see where the enemy minion wave is going to be based on where your minion wave is. So you need to push this wave, crash the next wave, and then once you crash the minion waves will then bounce back towards you. So you crash against the enemy, that he has to CS it. It gives you a lot of options, and then the minion wave will bounce back. As the minion wave is bouncing back, eventually the Ornn has to do something. He has to move up the lane. That's going to be your time to all in when you have the pillar as well. So let's push the wave for now. With everything you got, big man, hit that wave.
Pushing to me, huh?
If you play it slow, you'll give him some space. You hit level 3, move past that minion wave, stop his recall with that pillar, and then keep pushing. Push, push, push. Ah, he's gonna get his recall off.
Huge.
Comes back to lane, full HP. So now this puts us in a weirder spot, but what you can do is take a short, big trade into Ornn, and then recall and TP back yourself. Spend your HP temporarily since you're not going to die, and then get a little bit of his. Use the E right here, and then trade as much as you can. There you go, EQ. Now since we saw the enemy Jax mid, you're in a terrible spot. Good luck. This is why we should have pushed so hard and then also stopped his recall so that we don't have to crash the 4th wave here. The 4th wave is death in top lane.
Oh, this dude Jackson definitely coming up top.
Yep.
Smell him.
Smell the slime from a mile away. Okay, well, we're surviving the Jax, and then we're surviving the Ornn, but that's not the point. We could be beating the shit out of the Ornn. So that's kind of where we're running into problems here with these resources. It would be totally fine on this wave, once you put that ward down to recall, recall like over here, and then TP back. Longsword, refillable, control ward, and you're in a good spot. And then, again, the onus is still on the Ornn. Because you crashed a wave against him, these minion waves will then be bouncing back to you. This happens because the minion wave will stop where your minions are. The closer the enemy minion wave is to their turret, the faster their minion waves go from the nexus right to here. Right into here. So then they stack up quicker and quicker, creating a bigger wave that inevitably pushes towards you. As that wave is pushing towards you, you can ignore the wave, move around it, and then trade onto the Ornn, especially once you have level advantage like this, level 4 to level 5, and you would have refillable potion, longsword, a control ward. You would have it all, Bob. Everything and more. Ah, this Ornn's dead on my screen. E, Q. Remember, auto attack Q. Make sure you maximize the damage. And matchup like this too, you could try PTA, but lethal tempo is pretty juiced. Run! Use that ghost right now. As soon as you see this fight's gonna happen, use that ghost. Let it rip. These people, everyone's gonna get crazy. Let's just do the fight. The sooner you cast that ghost, the sooner it's up again. Let's do this. No. There's this E, flash, auto, W.
That's all you, baby! Fair play. We'll take it.
Now, I don't expect us to, I don't expect you to know, like, what every champion does and whatnot, but Jax has this E, which is his dodge move and his stun, and then he has his dash, which is a targeted leap. He's pressing Q on you, and then he dashes, right? We don't want to take that. We don't want to eat that because it's going to cost us too much HP where we're that low. If you press Ghost and then are running around in this sort of line, then he has to keep moving into you. Just pull him as far up the lane as you can, all the way into the alcove. It's fine, though. These sort of misplays, like, we have to figure out what the champions do.
That's all you, baby!
But that's another thing I noticed with your account, too. If I bring this bad boy up, it's, Myth, #gamer, right? You don't play any normals, Bob. Look at this. Look at this, Bob. Play some normal games, please. You can even do it with viewers. You got the juice. But with the normal games, you're going to be able to get these reps in where you get more of the champion understanding. In ranked games, you only get a fight so many times. In normals, it's like a team deathmatch in a FPS game where it's all about the gunplay. You get to figure out how much damage your gun deals and how much damage theirs deal. How, get some experience with moving, experience with the spray pattern. That's all that the normals are for. But if you only do ranked, I can't play S&D in Call of Duty if I can't drop 23-3 in team deathmatch, right? Alrighty.
Fair play. We'll take it.
So back to lane. The first goal of when the trades against Ornn was successful, but then with how the minion waves play out, that part was failed. And then to endure or win the gank was somewhat failed. I would say it goes even because you played for your jungler. That's not exactly what I'm looking for as Trundle. I want to get myself ahead and then get strong and also beat down the enemy. Now, step 1, beat enemy laner. Step 2, take turret. And then for Trundle, usually the step 3 is play for objective, so you start team fighting. With Trundle, you're probably just going to take the turrets. You're probably just going to stay in a side lane like an asshole and keep taking the turrets, so let's see. How did we end up here? Diana keeps fighting. Please buy a potion on the reset. On second turn, you can always buy a potion. That's 120, wait, 140? 150 HP. It's like a ruby crystal for free. Oh, it's just such a good rune.
Why? Oh,
Bing,
shit.
bing.
You're right. Yeah, you speaking the truth, son.
Letting the wave bounce back is something.
Back to your lane, you fucking fish.
Whoa, we're just gonna be sitting here forever. How did we die?
Fish.
Receive the wave,
I love
Bob.
that you shoved the wave too. Back to your
Did
lane.
Jack show?
You fucking fish. Oh, I fucked up. That you shoved the wave too. Back to your lane,
Right,
fucking
so you back
fish.
off, and then the intention is to receive the wave. It's too stacked of a wave, it's gonna be bouncing towards you.
You fucking
This is
fish.
fine.
Well, I love that you shoved the wave.
Now, once you move past here, you're screwed. You want to be max ranging these melee minions. So you'd be somewhere along this line.
Too.
So that, you don't receive poke, or the Ornn would be preoccupied with CS. Once Ornn spends abilities, his Q, his fire breath, or his dash, that'd be your time to trade. But you're really not looking to trade because you've stayed with less HP, and you also have gold to spend. So with this, it's like you want to receive the wave, don't get poked, and don't be too far forward.
Make it real hard for this motherfucker.
Instead of receiving the wave, you're challenging the wave by hitting it, and surprise.
Do anything 1-6. Oh, I fucked up.
Run. GG. Oh, that's so bad for us.
So doomed. Fuck.
I mean, Honest reaction, man. This wave's fucked.
This fucking asshole.
Crash the wave. Alright, the wave is bouncing back. Now is our time to trade heavily onto the Ornn. Anytime he spends his Q or W, you want to use your E, block him off, and then take a big trade. Not pushing the wave, only last hitting the minions. When the wave is bouncing back, only last hit, trade with the Ornn. That's why the Tiamat kind of stinks here too. Just get another longsword. Ay Dios. Crash the wave. Alrighty, wave is bounced. Let's trade. Go for it. There you go. Go for it, Bob. He's right there. Please. W. Q. Auto. Auto. Oh, E. If you E during any animation of his dash, you can knock him up and then slow him. Q. Alrighty. Okay. Crash the wave. Wave bounces. Dink. Whoa, we killed him. Ulti. Q. Alrighty, take it as far as you can go. That's going to be one wave, one turret plate reset. Reset as soon as you hit that turret plate, man. Where's his TP? There's his TP. The amount of gold you're going to get isn't going to help you complete the item, so you might as well just get component and get back to lane faster. Alrighty, reset. Vamp Scepter, Merc Treads. Oh god. Complete the whole item, Bob, instead of the boots. We don't need boots. You only need boots when the mid game commences and you're going to leave lane. At least in this matchup. For now, it would have been much better to have the extra component building into Hydra. Alrighty, we're back in lane. See how this one went. Pillar.
Is that an emo or is that something that he's actually doing?
Kick his ass. Figure out. Run into him. When Ornn spins his pillar and his fire breath, you need to run into him. Use your auto Q. Think. Whoa, he missed the knockup. Holy shit. Alrighty, good trade. Alrighty, try to 1v2 them both. You're fine. When supports roam top, you're level 8 and you have ulti, you're probably in a good spot. So long as the enemy laner is chunked. So you can kill them both right here. But if you run away too much, then they win. So play along this line. Don't be too scared. The walls are always going to block you off. So if you play somewhere in the middle, then you have options to move around. But whenever you run into the walls, you only give yourself so many options, and that makes you predictable. Even if the enemy's getting close to you, that's okay. So imagine we're right here, and then we can be hitting the Ornn. That'd be much better. Pillar, W. And now, because we have to move from here to here, that lines up all of their skill shots. They're just going to shoot everything in that direction. So we're going to get binded, knocked up. And it's probably okay. Whoa, get in there, get in there. Auto. Schmack, schmack.
I like the way this
W,
is looking.
Q, auto, 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 Q. Nice.
Oh, yes!
Alrighty, the whole turret. The Fizz 2. Listen, Bob. Fuck Wukong, fuck Skarner. Just play Trundle, please. Alrighty, that's all I got for now. The laning phase is the most important part. Hope that helps.